anyone wanting to set up and evaluate an NTN network system. So it can go from NEMs, your traditional NEMs that build networks, to your satellite network operators, to chipset manufacturers. So before even building anything to test, you want to evaluate. You go, before I invest in NTN, what are the benefits that I will get if I invest in this? So this type of digital twin system allows you to do that independently of building a network from scratch. You do your evaluation, make sure your apps work as expected, and then you move to the test phase where you actually build real devices, and then you can still use this test bed to test it depending on what device you're testing. And then deployment. You want to be able to evaluate when you've deployed a satellite that is working as expected before allowing real devices onto the network. So in that case, you can deploy your satellite and still use the TM500 and the CMX to evaluate both the feeder and the service links before deploying real handsets onto that network. So in your typical setups, you have what we call a satellite channel emulator in between every RF link. In this setup, the CMX500 provides the satellite channel emulator inbuilt as well as the RAN network emulator in the same box. So the need for extra RF connections is removed. Also, the TM500 can scale up to hundreds and thousands of UEs in a single 2U server. So with that, you have a very condensed system, no need for the extra SCEs in between the RF links. So the current test case we showed in the demo was for a GEO satellite network connecting from one UE to one satellite. We also showed that you can have multiple links, you could have multiple UEs, multiple CMXs, and create an end-to-end link. What we're going for next is also to have the ability to do multiple orbits. So it's not just one satellite orbit, you go from the HAPS to your LEO, your MEO, and your GEO. And that way, you're already on the way to building a 3D network, which will be native to 6G. And with this system and this setup, you can also evaluate 3D networks with multiple orbits, as well as the ability in the future to download constellations directly into the CMX and run that in conjunction with the TM500 UE. VIAVI provides the leading UE emulator on the market, the TM500. Rohde Schwarz provides the leading base station emulator on the market in the CMX500. Together, you get, in effect, the best of both worlds. Also, VIAVI and Rohde Schwarz are part of 3GPP, ORAN, and all the other major organizations out there. So in terms of the technology, you're sure that you're getting the best from both UE emulation side and the Geno B emulation side.